Good morning, team. I'm Adrian Castellano, your new CEO.
Maya Foster felt the room tilt. No, not him. Not here. Not now. Adrian Castellano, the man who'd left her at the altar 5 years ago, standing at the front of the conference room in a perfect suit with that same composed expression, like he hadn't destroyed her life, like he hadn't walked out of their wedding 30 minutes before the ceremony, like he hadn't sent his best man to tell her in front of 200 guests that he couldn't do this, that he'd met someone else, that he was sorry but he had to follow his heart, that someone else had been Vanessa Price, 23, model, the woman he'd been photographing for his art gallery opening. Maya had stood in her wedding dress, holding wilted flowers, while people whispered. Did she know? Poor thing. How humiliating. She'd survived it, rebuilt herself, became someone who didn't need him, and now he was here, her new boss, looking at her like he'd seen a ghost. Maya? His voice cracked slightly. What are you? She stood, gathered her things. I need to be excused. Maya, wait. She didn't wait. Walked out of the conference room with her head high and her heart in pieces. This is the story of a man who made the worst choice of his life, and a woman who had to decide if the person who destroyed her deserved a second chance. Maya had been getting ready in the bridal suite, her mother pinning her veil, her bridesmaids fussing with her dress, everything perfect, everything planned. Adrian was the love of her life, her college sweetheart. 8 years together. He was an artist, she was an architect. They'd met in a design class freshman year. He'd said she was his muse, his inspiration, the reason he believed in beauty. They were supposed to spend forever together. Then his best man knocked on the door. Maya, I need to talk to you. James, I'm getting dressed. It's important. Something in his voice made her stomach drop. She'd opened the door, seen his face, and known. Where is he? Maya. Where is Adrian? He's not coming. The room had gone silent. What? He's not coming. He left. I'm so sorry. He asked me to tell you. Tell me what? That he can't do this, that he met someone, that James stopped, that he's in love with her. I'm so sorry, Maya. He's a coward and an idiot. And Maya had sat down slowly. Her mother was crying. Her bridesmaids were frozen. 200 guests were waiting in the chapel, and her groom was gone. She'd had to walk out there, had to tell everyone, I'm sorry, the wedding is canceled. Adrian, her voice had broken. Adrian won't be coming. The whispers had been deafening. She'd gone home in her wedding dress, locked herself in her apartment for 3 days, lost 10 pounds, stopped sleeping. Her mother had finally dragged her to a therapist. He didn't just leave me, Maya had said. He humiliated me in front of everyone I know, made me feel worthless. You're not worthless. Then why wasn't I enough? The therapist had no answer for that. It took a year to feel human again, 2 years to stop checking his social media, 3 years to start dating again, 4 years to realize she was actually happy, better off, stronger, 5 years to finally completely move on. She'd thrown herself into her career, became one of the top architects in the city, got promoted to senior project manager, built a life that didn't need him in it, and now he was back. Her new CEO, fate's cruelest trick. Maya avoided him for 3 days, called in sick, worked from home, dodged meetings, but Thursday morning her boss cornered her. Maya, I need you in the executive meeting, non-negotiable. I can't. You're my best PM, I need you there. Whatever personal issues you have with Adrian, and I know there's history, you need to put them aside. This is business. So Maya went, sat at the far end of the table, refused to look at him. Adrian was presenting a company restructure. His voice was different, deeper, more controlled. 5 years had changed him, added lines around his eyes, gray at his temples. He looked tired, worn. Good, she thought viciously. And that brings me to the Cooper project. Adrian pulled up a slide. We're behind schedule and over budget. I need our best team on this. Maya. She looked up sharply. I understand you're our top PM. I'd like you to lead this recovery effort. No. The room went silent. I'm sorry? No. I can't work on that project. Maya, this is our flagship development. Then assign someone else. There is no one else qualified. Then hire someone. She stood. I'm not working directly with you on anything. That's non-negotiable. She left before he could respond. He found her in her office 20 minutes later. Close the door. Maya, we need to talk. We really don't. I know this is uncomfortable. Uncomfortable? She laughed bitterly. You left me at the altar. You humiliated me in front of everyone I knew. You destroyed me. And now you're my boss. That's not uncomfortable, Adrian. That's a nightmare. I know what I did was what? Wrong, cruel, unforgivable? Pick one. He was quiet for a moment. All of the above. Then why are you here? In this city? In this company? You know I work here. I didn't know, I swear. I took this position 3 months ago. Your name wasn't. He stopped. I had no idea you'd be here. Well, here I am. Living proof that your past has consequences. Maya. Don't. She held up a hand. Don't apologize. Don't explain. Don't make this, whatever this is, about redemption or closure or any of that bullshit. You left. You made your choice. And I survived. That's the end of the story. What if I want a different ending? She stared at him. Excuse me. What if I want to make this right? You can't make this right. You can't undestroy someone, Adrian. You can just stay away from them and let them heal. I can't stay away. We work together. Then I'll quit. Maya. I'm serious. I'll quit. Today. Because I can't. I can't see you every day and pretend I'm okay. I'm not okay. I won't be okay. Not with you here. Don't quit. His voice was urgent. Please. This job, this company, you've built so much here. Don't let me take that from you too. Then what do you suggest? I'll keep my distance. Professionally, we'll communicate through email, through your manager. You'll never have to be alone with me. You'll never have to. He stopped. You'll never have to remember what I did. She looked at him. This man who'd destroyed her, who was offering her the bare minimum. Distance. Fine, but Adrian? Yes. If you break this agreement, if you corner me, follow me, try to talk to me, I'm gone. Understand? I understand. He left, and Maya sat at her desk, shaking, because 5 years of healing had just shattered. Adrian kept his word, communicated through emails, through her manager. They passed each other in hallways. He never spoke. She saw him in meetings. He never made eye contact. It should have been fine, but it wasn't. Because Maya started noticing things. He looked broken, came to work early, left late, never smiled, never relaxed, ate lunch alone in his office. She heard the assistants gossiping. Mr. Castellano is so intense. Have you ever seen him smile? I heard he's divorced. Maybe that's why he's so cold. Divorced. So Vanessa hadn't been his forever after all. Maya told herself she didn't care, but she kept noticing. She was working late. Thought the office was empty. Went to the kitchen for coffee, found Adrian there, looking at his phone with an expression that made her chest ache. Pain, raw pain. I'm sorry, she said. I thought everyone had left. He looked up, saw her, straightened immediately. Maya, I'll go. No, it's fine. She gestured at the coffee maker. Of course. He stayed while she made coffee. The silence was deafening. How have you been? He asked finally. Adrian, we agreed. I know. I'm sorry, he stopped. You look good, happy. I am happy. Good. That's good. More silence. What about you? She didn't know why, she asked. What about me? Are you happy? He looked at her, really looked at her. No, I'm not. I haven't been happy since. He stopped. Since what? Since I made the worst mistake of my life. Maya's throat tightened. You mean Vanessa? No, I mean you. The room went very quiet. I need to go, Maya said. Maya. Please don't do this. She left, and Adrian stood in the empty kitchen, holding a confession she hadn't asked for. Maya was in a client meeting when Adrian walked in, unannounced, unexpected. I apologize for the interruption. Maya, I need to speak with you, urgently. The clients looked between them. Can it wait? No. His tone left no room for argument. She excused herself, followed him to his office. What is so urgent that you... Vanessa's getting remarried. Maya blinked. Okay? To a man she met 6 months after we got divorced. A man she's known for 3 years. And he stopped. I realized something. What? That she was my biggest mistake. But not for the reason you think. Adrian, marrying her was the symptom. Leaving you was the disease. He moved closer. I left you because I was terrified. Of what? Of forever? Of commitment? Of being the man you deserved? Vanessa was easy, new, a distraction from the reality that I was about to promise you my whole life. His voice cracked, and I panicked like a coward. And I ran. Why are you telling me this? Because I need you to know what I did had nothing to do with you not being enough. You were always enough. You were everything. I was just too broken to see it. Maya felt tears burn. That doesn't make it better. I know. You still left. You still humiliated me. You still chose her. I know, and I've paid for it every day since. He looked at her. Vanessa left me after 8 months, said I was emotionally unavailable, that I was in love with someone else, and she was right. Adrian, I'm still in love with you, Maya. I never stopped. And I know I have no right to feel that, no right to say it. But you deserve to know what I destroyed wasn't just your life. It was mine too. I can't do this. I'm not asking you to do anything, He stopped. I'm just telling you the truth. Finally, 5 years too late. Maya turned to leave. Wait, there's something else. She stopped. What? The reason I took this job, I lied about not knowing you were here. Her blood went cold. What? I knew. When they offered me the position, I looked up the staff, saw your name, and He stopped. I took the job anyway because I wanted to see you, to know if you were okay. To what? Torture yourself? Torture me? To see if there was any possible way I could ever make this right. You can't. I know, but I had to try. She stared at him. You're telling me you took this job, relocated to this city, knowing I'd be here? Yes. That's stalking, Adrian. That's pathetic, I know. But I couldn't stop thinking about you, wondering if you were happy, if you'd moved on, his voice broke, if you'd forgiven me. I haven't forgiven you. I know. And I won't, ever. What you did was unforgivable. I know that too. She walked to the door. Stopped. Adrian? Yes. Don't ever lie to me again. She left. Maya couldn't focus. His confession haunted her. I'm still in love with you. I knew you were here. I took the job anyway. She told herself she should quit, should run, should protect herself. But something kept her there. The Cooper project was failing. Her boss cornered her. Maya, we're out of options. You're the only one who can save this. And Adrian's the only one with authority to make the calls we need. You have to work together. I can't. The company's at stake. Your team's jobs are at stake. I know there's history, but we need you. Maya looked at the numbers, looked at her team, made a choice. Fine. But we work on my terms. Done. It was torture. 3 hours a day in his office, reviewing plans, making decisions. He was professional, careful, never crossed lines, but she felt it. The way he looked at her when he thought she wasn't watching, the way his voice softened when he said her name, the way he still wore the watch she'd given him 7 years ago. They were reviewing budget allocations late one night. We need to cut $200,000 from materials, Maya said. Agreed. What about the Thompson Steel order? We can source locally for half the cost. He smiled, briefly. You always were brilliant at finding solutions. Don't what? Don't compliment me. Don't reminisce. Don't pretend we're friends. We were more than friends once, past tense. He was quiet for a moment. Do you ever think about it, about what we could have been? No. Liar. She looked up sharply. Excuse me. You still wear the necklace I gave you for your 25th birthday. You think I haven't noticed? Her hand went to her throat. The delicate gold chain. The tiny compass pendant. So you always find your way home. She'd never taken it off. That doesn't mean anything. Doesn't it? No, it means I liked the necklace, not the man who gave it to me. Maya. We're done for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. She left before he could see her cry. The Cooper project was back on track. They'd pulled off a miracle. The team was celebrating. Maya was in her office packing up when Adrian appeared. You did it. You saved the project. We did it. No, you did it. I just signed the checks. Adrian, can I take you to dinner to celebrate? No. Why not? Because dinner isn't neutral. Dinner is personal. Would that be so terrible? Yes, she stood. Yes, it would. Because I spent 5 years getting over you. 5 years rebuilding myself. And now you're here and you're making it impossible. Making what impossible? Hating you. Her voice broke. I want to hate you. I should hate you. But you keep being decent and professional. And you keep looking at me like I'm Like you're everything I lost. He stepped closer. Because you are. Don't. I love you, Maya. I've loved you for 12 years. I'll love you for 12 more, for 1,200 more. And I know I don't deserve you. I know what I did is unforgivable. But I can't keep pretending I don't feel this. You don't get to feel this. You don't get to love me. Not after what you did. I know. Then why are you telling me? Because I'm selfish. Because I'm desperate. Because every day I see you and I remember what I gave up and I can't. He stopped. I can't breathe without wanting you back. She stared at him. You broke me, Adrian. You left me in a wedding dress in front of everyone I knew. You made me feel worthless, unlovable, not enough. And it took me 5 years to believe I was worth something again. 5 years. I know. And now you're asking me to risk that? To give you another chance? When you've already proven you'll run when things get hard. I won't run. Not again. How do I know that? You don't. That's the risk. But Maya, I've spent 5 years in hell, knowing I destroyed the best thing in my life, knowing I was too much of a coward to deserve you. I can't undo what I did, but I can spend the rest of my life proving I've changed. If you'll let me, I can't. Why? Because I'm terrified. Tears spilled down her cheeks. I'm terrified of believing you, of letting you back in, of giving you the power to destroy me again. He reached out, wiped her tears. Then don't give me power, keep it, all of it. I'll prove myself on your terms, your timeline, your rules. I'll wait as long as it takes. She kissed him. Desperate, broken, he kissed her back, like he'd been drowning and she was air. When they broke apart, I don't forgive you, she whispered. I know. And I don't know if I ever will. I know. But she stopped. I want to try, to see if we can build something from the ruins you left. I want to try. He pulled her close. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance I don't deserve. If you hurt me again, I won't, I swear. I won't. They took it slow. Dates, conversations, therapy, together and separate. He proved himself every day, in small ways and large. Showed up, stayed present, never ran. 1 year in, they were having dinner at her apartment. I have something for you, he said, pulled out a small box. She froze. Adrian, it's not what you think. Open it. Inside, a key. What is this? A key to my apartment. I'm not proposing, I'm not rushing. I'm just offering. When you're ready, if you're ever ready. No pressure, no timeline. Just an invitation. She looked at the key. At him. At the man who destroyed her and was slowly, carefully building something new. Ask me again in a year. What? The key. The offer. Ask me again in a year. And if this is still working, I'll take it. He smiled. Deal. But Adrian? Yes. I'm still not sure I've forgiven you. I know, and I'll keep proving myself until you do. Or until you decide you can't. Either way, I'm here. For as long as you'll have me. She kissed him. And thought about the girl in the wedding dress. Who'd survived? Who'd rebuilt? Who was choosing carefully, cautiously to try again. Not because she'd forgotten, but because some stories deserve a second chapter. Even when the first one ended in ruins,